Hi guys, this is a very quick video for you, just a bit of a salutary lesson on picking a compressor, okay? Now for 20 years or so I've had a compressor, a Rebel Profi, which I bought back in 1990. It cost me £200 at the time. It's always been a fantastic little compressor and has served me well for, 20 years now. Unfortunately it went wrong, it broke down the other week. After 20 years I think it's more than paid its way. And so I decided I needed another compressor very quickly, so I immediately went out and bought another compressor without really checking the specifics of the compressor I bought. Went to my local Screwfix Direct, as it is in the UK here, looked through the catalogue, found a little compressor with a 6-litre tank and the connections I needed, auto cut off, all that kind of good stuff, and it was under £100. And it looked like a great deal, so I bought it and got it home, and then realised what I hadn't done was check the noise level of that compressor, and upon switching the compressor on, got a bit of a shock. Then I looked at the documentation and the noise level was listed as 97 decibels. So what I'm going to do is get that compressor and I'm going to plug it in and turn it on for you to give you an idea of what 97 decibels sounds like in a modelling room. So bear with me just a second. Okay, there you go. You can see the compressor there. Okay, it's a nice little compact compressor, really. It's large-ish, but it does exactly what I needed it to in terms of actual pressure. But just to give you an indication of what this sounds like when you turn it on, have a listen to this. I don't know if you can even hear me over that noise. Okay. I tried to talk over that, but clearly was having no luck whatsoever. So that's the compressor I bought in a rush, got it home. Fortunately, I will have other uses for this compressor around the home, outside the home, but clearly it's going to be no use whatsoever for spraying, airbrushing in the early hours of the morning, which I quite often do. I'll give you another indication. I listen to a lot of music while I'm modelling. Okay, and that's the normal level of volume I have when I'm modelling and spraying. So clearly if I turn this on again, we don't stand a hope in hell of hearing our music, do we? Anyway, after having this has been okay for a couple of weeks now, just as a brief sort of stand-in while I was looking around. I had a look around on eBay. The first stop for all such things, and I've managed to pick up this little compressor here, which cost, I paid £80 for this. I bid £80 for it and won the bid, but it's available generally for around £85–89. I did pay attention to the decibel level on this one, and this one is listed as 47 decibels. So I'll give you a little run of this now so you can tell the difference. So if I turn it on, and there's a difference immediately. Barely any sound at all. Well, it does sound, but it's very, very quiet. That is a compressor I can use at any time of the day or night with no issues whatsoever. It gives the pressure I need it to for any of the spraying jobs I use an airbrush for. So that's the difference. Okay, what I'm saying is if you go looking for a compressor, look around and check the decibel level if you're going to be using it in a house. That's not quite as quiet as my Rebel Profi was, but it's suitably quiet. I'm very happy with it. And if I turn my music on again, I'm very happy that when that is a couple of feet away working, I'm still going to hear my music over it. So live and learn, gents, live and learn. A quiet compressor versus a very, very loud compressor. Have a think when you're buying a compressor for your airbrush, because I learnt, not necessarily an expensive way. I've got a very powerful compressor which I will be able to use for other things, but this one is my modelling compressor henceforth. Okay, so just a little lesson there for you when picking a compressor.